Hello, Upper Cervical doctors and students. Welcome back to the UCM podcast. I'm your host for today, Dr. Bill Davis, and joining me today in the studio is Dr. Patrick Lynn. Welcome back to the podcast, Dr. Lynn.
How you doing, Bill? Thanks for having me again.
Doing awesome. So excited to have you. One of my favorite people in Upper Cervical Chiropractic. Love having you on the podcast and just talking with you and just all the great stuff you're doing there in Texas to help your community. For anybody out there that doesn't know you, Pat, can you please just introduce yourself to our audience today?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Patrick Lynn, graduated from Palmer, Davenport, Iowa back in 2011. So I've been doing Upper Cervical for 14 years now, and around Austin, North Austin area in Cedar Park. My wife and I are the clinic owners, and we have currently 3 associate doctors in our office right now.
Yeah. So since I think we last talked, last time you were on the podcast, you've added another associate. So there's 5 total doctors in the practice. I believe also around that time, you had moved into a bigger space, right? Because you had been in a smaller location for a long time and had really were bursting at the seams in that location, right? So let's talk about, where is Symmetry Health Chiropractic at this point with obviously you moved into this bigger space, you got more doctors. What's been happening with the practice and the capacity of the practice at this point?
Yeah, we were in 850 square feet, and we had 1 associate doctor, and we actually did $1 million out of that little office. And then we moved into we bought actually our own land, the own building, so it's all mine. We moved into that new building, got it remodeled, did the whole parking lot, got all the permits, and got everything done. So about 2.5 years now. So we added the second associate when we moved in, and now 2.5 years later, we added the third.
Yeah. And so just wanted to highlight that. $1 million practice in an 850 square foot office, right? So don't say you don't have enough space, right? If you can use your space well, you can see a lot of people in a little tiny space, right?
Yes. We used every square foot of that built in that building, and now we have 5 doctors in 1,500 square feet. So we pretty much doubled the square footage, and we're trying to max this out too now.
Yeah. So even let's just talk about that either, because I mean sometimes we hear when we talk to doctors, right, and they have these massive offices, right, 5,000 square feet, 4,000 square feet, right, and it's like, tell us about your 1,500 square foot office. How is it set up so that 5 doctors can effectively and efficiently see patients and help people?
I mean, it's pretty simple. We have an X-ray room, we have a back office, a front desk area, reception area. We have 4 adjusting rooms and a new patient room in 1,500 square foot, and then obviously a bathroom.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
So let's talk about how patients flow through the practice, right? Like, so when someone comes in the front door, if they're a new patient or their existing patient, do they have a different flow pattern? What does that look like within the practice?
Yeah, so if it's a regular patient, they come in at front desk, check in and check out, have a seat at the waiting room, and then go into one of the rooms to get adjusted, and then they're out the door. I mean, because we do the check-in, check-out procedures right as they walk in.
Gotcha. So they're checking in and checking out at the front desk.
Yep.
If they need to pay or if they need to do anything, if they need to schedule a follow-up appointment, whatever, they're doing that even before they see the doctor. Is that right?
Yep. They actually, we have a procedure where they reschedule for the next appointment, we collect payment, and then we confirm their next appointment before they see the doctor. Yes.
And then so they're flowing out of the lobby, the waiting room, into one of the 4 rooms. So they walked back. Did they go back by themselves? How does that work?
Yep, the doctor comes out, calls them in, and then they go back to the rooms with one of the doctors. Yes.
Gotcha. So does each doctor have their own room?
Yes. Yep. My wife only works 2 days, and I'm only there 3.5 days. So the fifth doctor is sharing the room with my wife and I.
Gotcha.
And our
Okay.
two senior associates have their own room.
Gotcha. So they just basically stay in that room the whole day. They just see patients in that room, and then patients flow in and out of that room from the waiting room, and back to the waiting room and out the door.
Yep. Yep.
Gotcha.
And
So
then
what
for a
about
new
what
for a
about a new
new
patient?
new
Yeah.
patient, they come in, we greet them at the front reception. Our new patient coordinator takes care of that one.
Yep.
So she takes the new patient through the paperwork. We actually give them an office tour, and then they go right into our new patient room, and the new patient process gets processed in that room. And then obviously go back to the x-ray room to do x-rays and check out at the checkout station at the reception desk.
And so the new patient room and the new patient coordinator. So how much of the new patient process does the new patient coordinator do compared to what the doctor does?
It's mostly just paperwork, intro, office tour,
Hmm.
and any questions they might have before they see the doctor. Yes, but the doctor does a lot of the history, consult, and examination and scans.
Gotcha. Okay. And so if anybody's unfamiliar with a new patient coordinator role, that's one of the roles that we talk about a lot on the podcast and so forth. Is it's something that we recommend you have. If you have two CAs, one of them should be your new patient coordinator, right? And so talk about that role in your practice. How does that work? What all does a new patient coordinator do?
New patient coordinator does everything related to new patients from the first call. They call into the office. The whoever answers the phone directs the call to the new patient coordinator. The new patient coordinator spends the time to schedule them, and then when they come in, so the new patient coordinator actually does all of the text messaging, the reminder call, the pre-calls before day one, and then when they come in, the new patient coordinator greets the. So it just have that relationship established already.
Yep.
Greets the new patient with enthusiasm and does the office tour, paperwork, everything. Yeah, so the whole new patient process.
Yeah. And does the new patient coordinator also connect with them before they are a new patient? As like if they're a lead, or
Yes.
is that okay? Yeah. So they're
Yep.
also doing your lead follow up with any the
Everything.
leads that are generated from your great relationship with UCM. And no, I'm just talking.
Yeah, of
But,
course.
but that's part of it too, right?
Yeah.
Is they're the ones that are developing the relationships even before the first new patient phone call.
Yes. Yep. It's all like the text messaging, the emails, the calls from the lead,
The lead follow up.
the
Yep.
lead follow up. Yep. And
Yep.
even from external events, she's our marketing director, so she does external events too. So
Yep.
she'll meet potential patients out in the community, and then develops that relationship. We do the farmers market every Saturday still, so she's out there doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah, she does all of our new patient process.
So she's basically the connection with people from before they're a patient all the way through the signing of the care plan. Is that right?
Um, yeah, she does. She will do day two a little bit here and there.
Mhm.
But we have a check-in CA, a checkout CA, and a back office CA, and the back office CA will do some of the day twos as well,
Okay.
where they will schedule the treatment plan out and go through payments and stuff like that, and office policies. Yeah.
Gotcha. And I mean, your office is fairly high volume. What sort of volume you guys seeing?
Our best ever week was 478
Gotcha.
this
Yeah.
this
So
year. Yeah.
you got a lot of people come through the doors, a lot of new patients. New patients are what about per month?
Uh, Recently we've been averaging about 50 to 60 new patients a month.
Right.
Yeah.
So a new patient coordinator role, seeing 50 to 60 new patients per month, that's a lot of work for her, even just to mostly focus on the day ones, right?
Yep.
Like you said, you have another CA that helps with more of the day two stuff. But
Yep.
if you were in a lower volume practice, you had less new patients, the new patient coordinator could take them all the way through the care plan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what we recommend, right? Is from the first contact with any lead all the way through the care plan, the new patient coordinator should own that, right? They should own all the results, all the KPIs, all of that whole process, because that's, if you have somebody who is going back and forth from existing patients to new patients all day long, it's a different focus, it's a different mindset. There's a lot of different things involved in that, right?
Yeah, and our check-in CA, her main focus, she's the boss of today, right? So she's in charge of all the regular patient visits. And our new patient coordinator is in charge of all the new patients that come into the door.
Yeah, I
So
love that.
They have their own
ownership.
separate goals, yeah.
Yeah, own separate goals too. Yeah, talk about the goals. Talk about what kind of goals, who sets the goals, what kind of goal, how do you track them? What are some of those goals that you have for your CAs?
I set the goals. The team does actually. We have quarterly meetings, and we'll have the team set goals for the quarter. And we track stats. You got to have stats, right? And that's how. We don't. You can't put emotion into, when you go over stats. So make sure you have stats and you keep stats and keep track of. So the check-in CA is in charge of kept appointment percentage.
Okay.
So ours
that's one of the KPIs.
Yep, that's one of the KPIs. So ours is about 93% right now.
Gotcha.
Our checkout CA is in charge of, for example, monthly payments or prepays. So we try to get a 50% prepay. And then obviously new patient coordinator. Her current goal right now is 70 new patients a month. Yeah. So those are just,
some
little
of the,
examples.
Some of the metrics.
Some of the metrics that we measure.
So those are three different CAs. We have our new patient coordinator CA. We have a check-in CA and we have a check-out CA in your practice. Gotcha.
Yes. Yep.
And so those KPIs, how often are you looking at those with those CAs?
Once a month.
Once a month.
Yep.
And what is there incentives tied to those KPIs? Is there bonuses, or what's the relationship between the bonuses and the KPIs?
Yeah, the bonuses we do weekly. So the check-in CA has bonuses based on collections. Obviously, they're part of collecting the money.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Recalls. They're in charge of recalls. And what's the third one? Regular patient visits, the volume, right?
Mm.
Yes.
Like
per week.
Average?
No, or the volume a week.
Oh, the volume. The volume.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Yep. So
gotcha.
we set benchmarks and we set goals for each week. Yep. Mm-hmm. So they get bonus on that. And our new patient coordinator, there's tiers of bonuses. She actually last quarter bonus $2,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's mostly hers are related to new patients, actually.
New patients, yep. Yeah. And office collections, because obviously new patients is directly correlated to collections.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
So she gets a bonus for collections and new patients.
Yep. Yeah, and then the checkout CA, you said she's focusing on care plans,
yep,
prepays, that kind of stuff. What's her bonus structure like?
So mapping out care plans. So our goal is to try to get 80% of new patients' care plans mapped out, and then obviously prepays and monthly collections.
Yeah.
Yep. So we try to get 50% of
you
new
said
patients.
80% mapped out. So you mean scheduled out?
Scheduled out. Yep. For the whole treatment plan. Yep.
Got it. Yeah, that's awesome. So I mean, if docs that you're listening, be thinking about these kinds of things, right? When people are incentivized to do the things you want them to do, they're more likely to do them.
Yes.
It's so simple as that, right? But it's so key, right? Like you've thought through these things. You've thought through each role. You've thought through how their role is contributing to the overall mission of the the practice and how they're contributing each day, and then you've tied their KPIs to what they need to be doing, what the results are, what those key results areas are for their roles, and then you incentivize them based on whether or not they're achieving those results, right?
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah,
Yeah.
we keep track of everything, even our faster results workshop, our new patient orientation class. Like our goal is to get obviously 100%, but
Yeah.
our current goal right now is to be 80%. So they get incentivized on scheduling patients for the faster results workshop too.
Nice. I love that name, Faster Results Workshop, right? Because that's what every patient wants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Why would
feel
you
better.
not want to go to the Faster Results Workshop? That's
Yeah.
fantastic. I
We
love
used
that
to
name,
call it
Pat,
the new patient orientation class,
right?
but we're
Yeah.
like,
Who wants to go to that? Who wants to go to be
I don't
oriented?
want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. You want faster results.
I love that, Pat. The Faster Results Workshop. I'm going to steal that. That's good stuff. All right. So, what's next for Symmetry Health Chiropractic? I know the answer, but I want you to tell our audience here what's next.
Yeah, pretty much we're maxed out right now in our current location. So we're going to open another location in Houston with my previous associate doc that worked for us for 3 years. He's moving to Houston and asked me to help him open a practice. He's not really that business savvy, so he wanted some help, and I'm here to help him. And then that's gonna be next year around June, and then the year after that, open a second location in Austin. And we have I have a patient that's in chiropractic school right now in Parker, and she'll graduate in about 3 years, and hopefully we'll have a second office in the Austin area to have a senior associate move there and start training other new docs to do NUCA. Yeah, so that's the goal.
That's awesome. So, let's talk about what went into this decision to move from because obviously you could always expand your location. You've done that already, right? You've gone from a smaller location to a bigger location, and you've maxed that out. And now you're thinking about, okay, instead of expanding my primary location, I'm going to start opening more locations. So talk about the decision to that decision that you made as it relates to moving to multiple locations rather than expanding your current location.
That's always been my goal, is to have more NUCA docs. In this huge state of Texas, there's not many of us.
Yeah.
There's a few offices in Austin, but I mean, there's one in Houston. There's none in Dallas, in huge city of Dallas, and
That's
there's none in
crazy.
San Antonio. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least NUCA docs. There's obviously AO and
Upper
Upper
Cervical.
Cervical.
Yep.
Yeah, but NUCA docs. I mean, I know one in Houston, and Houston is huge.
Yeah.
And there's none in San Antonio, and there's none in Dallas right now. I don't believe currently. Yeah, I mean, Cecilia, you used to be in Dallas, but I don't think she's there anymore. Yeah, so that's always been my goal, is provide. I love NUCA. I love the technique, and I want to make NUCA available to more people.
Yeah. Yeah. So this opportunity came up with your former associate who's moving back to the area again, and you guys are going to go in together and open this second location in Houston. I mean, you already have the space, right? You're pretty far along in the process of actually doing this. So talk about that. Like, what were the steps that you took to, obviously it's a completely different market, right? It's a
Yeah.
completely different location. Going from Austin to Houston, those are 3 hours away. So what were the steps that you took to get to this place where you already have the location picked out?
Kind of similar to when I moved to Austin. I mean, that was 14 years ago. We did a whole bunch of research, up and coming cities and towns, and it seems like Austin was one of them, and it sure is.
Yeah.
A lot of people are moving to. I mean, it's grown so much since we've been here.
Yep.
So I kind of did the same thing with Houston. I mean, he's moving to Houston, and I was doing research on all the suburbs, and the Woodland areas came up. It's got the highest medium income and family income. So I went to visit the Woodland area, and it's pretty, it's gorgeous there, and love the area, and I felt like it was a good place, right around the Woodland and Magnolia area. So it felt right, and then Dr. Roy went to visit, and he loved it. He's like, "This is
Right.
where I want to be." So
Yeah.
yeah, it worked out. Yeah, so.
That's awesome. So something that you said there that I think is really important is that you thought about it the same way you did when you started your first practice, right? As a new business,
Yes.
right? You weren't going into this with just like, oh, it's just this satellite location. I don't really have to think about it. I'm just gonna throw it over there. You did the same kind of research that you did to establish your first location, you put into establishing the second one.
Correct. Yes. Yep. Pretty much the same research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's huge, right? Because it is a new business, right? It's nobody in the Woodlands knows who you are,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Nobody knows that you guys exist. Nobody knows about Symmetry Healthcare Practic, right? So it's literally starting a practice from scratch.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the plan as far as getting the practice full up in Houston?
Having my marketing director help that location out, since she's so good at it. Currently just crushing it right now for our office. So we'll have her help my associate doctor out and getting new patients. And obviously having UCM. I mean, you guys aren't in Houston, I don't believe, right? I talked to Tony, and I was like,
Yeah.
there's no Upper
We're
Cervical.
going with you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll have UCM do everything, do our websites, do our marketing, digital marketing, and then obviously, new patients. You just gotta get new patients. So just do
Right.
external marketing and internal marketing. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all three, the triad. Yeah.
So your marketing director, that's also your new patient coordinator of the primary location, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so she's going to be actually spending some time up there, or what? How's that going to work?
Yeah, she might. Yeah. Yep. She's totally down for that. But I mean, all the digital stuff is over the dashboard anyway, so she's going to handle all that and scheduling all the new patients.
Gotcha. Okay.
For
So
Dr. Roy, yeah.
She's going to take over all the new patient,
all the digital. Yep.
that we generate for you through digital marketing and all that. Pump that up big time up there.
Yep.
And she's going to take on that. You might need to help her out with an assistant or something, huh?
Yeah.
At some point, yeah, she's going to need some help if she's handling your volume and that volume.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of leads.
Yeah,
so,
but she's good. She's good at it. And,
I know she is. I know she is. She's really good at it. Yeah,
she's really good at it, and she's gonna crush it. Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, and so that's great. So I mean, like you said, you've got to get enough new patients to fill that practice, right? Like you've got to get a whole bunch of them, right?
Yeah.
In order to get that thing going. So, but I mean, but the great thing is your systems are really solid, right? So let's talk about your systems and how that is such a crucial piece at going from one location to a second location, at all the stuff that you've established over the years that's going to make it easier to do a second location.
Yeah, I mean, we have systems in place, procedures and processes, and it's kind of nice having my past associate been with us for 3 years, so he knows all the systems and procedures, and I'm pretty much just gonna replicate what our office is here in Austin and just put it there in Houston. Yeah, I'm not gonna change a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it's literally going to be the same system that you're running in your current practice. You're going to run there, and he already has familiarity with the system, which is huge, right?
Right.
That's why, like, if you're opening a second location, the thing that makes the most sense is either take whoever's your senior associate at your current location and make them the clinic director of the next location, right?
Exactly.
Or in this circumstance, he was an associate for 3 years, so he already has a good understanding of your systems, and now he's going to be doing the same system at the new location.
Exactly, which makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, because what you wouldn't want to do is just bring somebody in from the outside, right? Like if somebody had never been in your practice before, they'd never worked, in your system, and then you hired them to run a second location. they're not going to get it,
No.
right? It's they're not going to get your culture, because that's the whole thing is you have a culture that you've established, and you have to try to you have to extend that now into this second location, right?
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And yeah. And I mean, being 3 hours away too, it would be just a
Yeah.
lot of stress. Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about how you're going to stay, your plan to stay connected with him, because you are 3 hours away. What's all the things you're planning on doing to stay connected and make sure that he feels supported?
Yeah, he actually came to me and he wants that support. So what I plan on doing is being on, calls with him every morning. We do X-ray analysis and go over X-rays every morning. So I plan to have him join us with the other docs and go over the X-rays, and obviously join us during the office meetings through FaceTime or whatever.
Yep.
And stay connected, obviously. And I plan on having my integrator check the office out, make sure everything's running smoothly, and making sure the systems are being followed and processes are being followed and procedures are being followed. Yeah.
So he's going to be connected all the time through Zoom. Basically, is there's going to be an ongoing connection with him through Zoom, where you guys have that, you said daily. Are you gonna be connected?
Yes, daily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Every morning, me and my associates will go over X-rays with each patient, each new patient, and doing pre and post X-rays, and so he'll join us with that every morning.
That's
And
awesome.
obviously having one-to-ones meetings every week, and being part of our office meetings too, so he doesn't feel alone in Houston.
Nice. What about training? What kind of connection is he going to be with your training?
I mean, he's been with us for 3 years, so he's pretty much well trained, which is, like I said, makes it easier too. So I don't have to go through all the training all over again. So,
Yeah. But I mean, you guys do weekly trainings, or you do something with your associates, right? Where you're going through role playing or different things like that with your practicing stuff.
Yeah, we do, but mostly for new docs. So
Okay.
usually after a year, I stop doing the trainings. I just kind of spot check, and I'll probably end up doing that with Roy. Make sure and with our one-to-one meetings, make sure everything is good.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and obviously stats too. Going over stats, break it down, make sure he's hitting his goals and where he wants to be, and
That's awesome.
That's important.
Yeah. So, and then once you get this one rocking and rolling, then the plan is a third location, right? In Austin is the plan, right? So stay a little closer to home, which will be easier to kind of keep an eye on it and see what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But that's the plan is to go for a third location in Austin.
Yeah, we're in North Austin right now in the suburbs. I would really like to break into the Austin market. It's just like two separate markets. So I have a current patient who's in chiropractic school right now, and she wants to, after finished, and come work for us and train with us. So love to open that third office and have it prepared for her to come in and hopefully take that office over.
That's awesome. That's exciting, man. So much exciting stuff going on with you guys and in your practice and what you're doing. And, for anybody out there that's listening, and just, I mean, obviously you and I we've been working together for a long time on your practice and growing this. And now we're going to work with you on the second location, hopefully the third location as well. So can you tell people what it's been like to work with UCM over the years?
It's been great. I mean, I've been with y'all for how long? 10 years, maybe?
Been a while. I don't know.
Pretty
7, 8 years,
close.
8, 9 years. I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I had more
And
hair. I think I had more hair then.
me too. And it's been great. I mean, you guys are awesome, and you guys help me every step of the way for the digital process, and even with training with the dashboard and all that with my CAs, and You guys, and then I still talk to Tony once a month and
Good.
make sure the numbers are good and everything is good. We had to adjust a few things last time we talked, and it's just kind of nice to hop on a call, like, hey, this is not working. Let's make a few changes to make this better. So it's been great working with UCM.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for the next location in Houston, and hopefully more to come. But man, I appreciate you so much, Pat. I appreciate you being on the podcast again. And as we always say around here, go team Upper Cervical.
Thanks, Bill, for having me again. It's been a
Thanks,
pleasure.
Pat.